back to it. She can stick to that one. I'm going to get to her suing 50 for 50 million. And this was 2009, probably the year after the court order where he gave her the 6,700 a year and paid it in full. So this is probably like a year later, right? So as y'all can see, the judge has thrown out a $50 million lawsuit filed by 50 Cent's ex-girlfriend who said the rapper promised to take care of her for life. That is your claim? Man, we say a lot of shit in the bedroom. Manhattan State Court Supreme Court Justice Carol Edmonds dismissed Shaniqua Tompkins' claims to have the rapper's assets. She wanted half his assets? The judge said 50 Cent's financial worth is set at no less than $50 million. The judge said she doubted an oral agreement for Tompkins' lifetime support existed. It is incredible that two then unemployed, penniless 20-year-olds would make such an oral contract, she wrote. So she's saying that hey, yo, she said at 21, when neither one of them had money, 50 wasn't even a big artist, that he told her this, yo, I'm going to take care of you for the rest of my life. Like puppy love talk. And she took him to court for that? Marquise, you better go apologize to your father, nigga. You've been manipulated, allegedly. God damn it. You've been hoodwinked, allegedly. Brother, oh, brother. Brother, you was a meal ticket, allegedly. Nigga, if 50 would have got custody, she wouldn't have got nothing. Yo, she is a, yo, man. Manhattan State Supreme Court Justice Carol Edmonds dismissed Shaniqua Tompkins' claims to half the rapper's assets. She wanted half his money, my nigga, and wasn't married to him. The judge said 50 Cent's financial worth is set at no less than $50 million. The judge said she doubted an oral agreement for Tompkins' lifetime support existed. It is incredible that two then unemployed, penniless 20-year-olds would make such an oral contract, she wrote. The judge said that even if it were true that the two made an oral agreement for Tompkins' lifetime support, her breach of contract claim, which is actually a claim for preliminary, was barred by the 6-year statute of limitations. Hold on, let me look up this word because I don't know what that means.
Palimony.
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 Palimony means compensation made by one member of an unmarried couple to the other after separation. That's even a thing?
Palimony. Palimony.
Palimony. Compensation made by one member of an unmarried couple to the other after separation. I've never heard of this. Palimony versus alimony. Alimony and palimony are similar, but alimony is a court-ordered payment that a spouse pays another spouse as a part of a divorce settlement, whereas palimony is basically alimony that's paid to a cohabiting partner when the relationship ends. Oh, hell no. California law doesn't require that two partners live together for any specific length of time to qualify for palimony. However, it can be difficult to win palimony case if you don't live with your partner before separating. So you telling me she wanted palimony? Let's see if palimony law in New York State. Does New York recognize palimony? New York has empathetically rejected palimony and will not recognize any claims for palimony. There is no implied contract between unmarried couples living together. And she tried this in New York? You can't even, there ain't even no law in New York. New York does not recognize common law marriages. Even if you have been living together for over 10 years or several decades, you do not have the same rights as a legal married couple. Even having children using identical surnames and living together will not qualify for a common law marriage. Man, that was a shot in the dark. She was definitely reaching with that one. The judge says she doubted that an oral agreement for Tompkins' lifetime support existed. It is incredible. I have read that part. The judge said that even if it were true that the two made an oral agreement for Tompkins' lifetime support, her breach of contract claim, which is actually a claim for palimony, which was barred by the 6-year statute of limitations. She said the couple's story was an unfortunate tale of a love relationship going sour. She also noted Tompkins will receive about $6,700 a month for years to come to take care of her son by 50 Cent, 12-year-old Marquise. So he was 12 when she tried to sue at that time. Man, listen. The rapper's lawyer, Brent Kimmel, said he was happy with the Wednesday ruling. Ms. Tompkins' claim pertaining to a $50 million verbal contract were entirely frivolous. Kimmel said, "This is a complete and total victory for 50. A statement from 50 Cent said, "I'm very thankful for this decision. I knew that once the facts were heard, that justice would prevail." And then he probably went to Instagram and said something way more derogatory. It probably wasn't Instagram back then. But yeah. Yo, she sued him for $50 million because he said he'd take care of her for the rest of her life. Well, she got that child support, that money out of that child support money did her good for 10 years. Because Marquise swear that shit wasn't enough money. And they was living in Atlanta. Oh, baby. Nigga, in Atlanta, 1,500, they was covered for everything back then. Everything. Groceries, rent, cable,